Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. We've already given out more than $75,000 to students in North Dakota this year. Let us help you become the next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
to Valley City State University and the W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, where it's time for Viking basketball. This afternoon's non-conference game features the visitors from Brandon University. Taking on the home team, your Valley City State Vikings. Valley City State University welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to today's contest. The North Shore Athletic Association and the NEI promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives are grounds for removal from today's competition. Thank you for your cooperation. We ask now that you please rise and join us in honoring America with the playing of our national anthem. Now for today's starting lineup. First with the visitors, the Bobcats of Brandon University. Number 1, Travis Hamburger. Number 4, Elisha M. Popo. Number 6, Dominique Dennis. And number 9, Sutton Hader Batty. And number 12, Jack McDonald. The Bobcats are coached by Gil Shaw. Now let's meet the starting lineup for your Valley City State University Vikings. And a guard, a 6-foot junior, number 2, Hayden Ricker. And another guard, junior, standing 6'4", number 4, Brandon Montaria. And a guard, a sophomore, 6'4", number 21, Hayden Rindy. And a forward, standing 6'8", junior, number 33, Hunter Lyman. And a forward, junior, 6'6", number 42, Odier Olang. The Vikings are coached by Ryan Montgomery, assistant by Tim Ryder and Aaron Christensen.
Hello everyone, we want to welcome you into today's matchup here at W.E. Osmond Fieldhouse, also known as the Bubble, here on the campus of Valley City State University. A matchup between your VCSU Vikings men's basketball team and the Brandon University Bobcats. Well, the clock is set at 20 and we're getting ready for tip-off. These two teams played yesterday. The Vikings victorious 90-80 over the Bobcats. Vikings 16-14 last season, 8-6 in the North Star Conference. Brandon University, I believe, not playing countables yet. This one doesn't count toward their regular season. Canada West, U Sports. As the tip is away and the Vikings control it. But last year the Bobcats did go 13-9 overall and 12-8 in conference. Obviously not an NAI opponent, as they're down from Canada at the moment for this game. And it's going to be a foul down there by the block. Look like a hip check or a push. So that'll be on number 4 for the Bobcats. So it'll be the first person on Elijah and Pofo. 6'2" guard out of Milton, Ontario. And 3 from the wing that time. It's going to be short. That was Grindy who put it up, but offensive board well collected by Hunter Lyman. Shot clock down to 6. Post move, turn up and good that time. Basket by Lyman. So some initial pressure, but the Bobcats able to get it down the floor and they're into their offensive set. 3, top of the key, and that one rattles in, and it's good that time from Sultan Haider Bati, who averaged 13 points per game last year, 6'4" forward from Quebec. And an early 1-point lead for Brandon. Drive, floater, too strong that time. Rebound tipped around, and it'll last come off Odier Olang. Big man for the Vikings this evening. 6'6" junior forward from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Some more pressure shown. Bobcats break it pretty easily. And another 3 from the corner, and that one's good. So 3 that time from Bati, and he's off to a good start. Because now the Vikings dealing with some full court pressure. They get it across the timeline. About 2 seconds to spare, and a foul. Long way from the basket. Over aggression for sure that time from Dominique Dennis, who will pick up the personal. Brandon definitely playing aggressive, but that's a little bit of a cardinal sin in basketball. You don't want to pick up a foul on a player dribbling away from the basket about 40 feet from the hoop. And pull-up 3 just grazes the rim that time. And Brandon off and running again. They play quick. In their league in Canada, they play the 24-second shot clock, so they're used to having a quick offense, and that's the 3rd consecutive 3 to open this game. Elijah Mpofo knocks that one down from the corner, and we'll head to the first break. Timeout by the Vikings. The Bobcats lead 9-2.
Get your white brew on sale now at the concession stand.
So quick timeout that time, 30-second. That was the first timeout taken by the Vikings, and head coach Ryan Montgomery is in his 8th season. He's assisted by Tim Wagner in his 3rd season in Valley City. The Vikings break the pressure, but now they'll be into their half-court set. There was nothing immediately there, so they pulled it back out, and they'll run their offense. Just got to get something going. There's no way Brandon stays this hot, or at least you hope not. As a Viking fan, that is. Drive to the lane, and the ball is stripped, but it's picked up by Lyman. Lyman too strong on the short shot. Here comes Brandon. 3 again, and he's fouled, and he got it. Dominique Dennis hit on the follow-through, so he'll head to the line, but he knocks down the 3 to give Brandon 12-2 lead. They're 4 of 4 from the field here early on. All 3-point attempts, and all good. They scored 12 points in less than 3 minutes. And here the free throw attempt from Dennis, and it's good, nothing but net. 13-2, and now some pressure. Vikings struggling to get it up court. They do. Close to a foul that time, and Pofo had to pull up. And that's Lamar Grayson, who's number 24, you've seen with the ball on this possession, checking in for the Vikings, and that's going to be a short layup attempt, missed with the right hand by Lyman. Brandon trying to move. They pull up for another three, and they got it again. Jack McDonald that time, the 6'7" forward from Perth, Australia. Brandon out to a 16-2 lead. They gotta find a way, the Vikings do, to just stick in this a little bit, weather the storm. Nobody's gonna shoot 100% from the field, especially from three, so they gotta get a few points here, get back in the game. A lot of contact. Offensive rebound, though. Cleaning up the miss that time, Odier Olang. Mid-range jumper, and they got that one too. McDonald again, back-to-back scores for him. Grayson trying to set up the screen. The pick and roll wasn't really there. Three-point attempt from the corner, no good. Grindy just couldn't get it to go down, and now Brandon off and running again. Three from the corner. That one's really contested, though, and that's the first miss. And a foul. Hitting the floor hard was Ampofo. Hit the back of his head as he came down. Looks like he's all right. It's a good thing. Looked like the foul was on Grayson, his first. So the first miss attempt is followed up with a make on the same possession. Jack McDonald has scored the last three buckets, all jump shots for Brandon. 2 threes and a mid-range jumper as well. 21-4, Vikings gotta cut into this lead. You don't wanna fall too far behind. They showed their scoring abilities last night with 90, but you can't fall too far behind. Grayson stepping in through the lane, and he's fouled. Tried the up and under, got stuck. Looked like the foul was on Dennis. Nope, I am gonna get these fouls right one day, but that one was on Elijah Ampofo, his second personal. Ampofo was in good position as Grayson knocks down the first one. He just brought his hands from position A to B, the simplest, most frustrating foul in college basketball. Just brought his hands from the up position to the down one a little bit too fast while the shooter was stepping around him. And Grayson gets them both, so a little bit of a lifeline for the Vikings. Let's see if they can take it and run with it. Hard screen over by midcourt, slow to get up is Rickard, but it looks like he's all right. Hopefully just a Charlie horse. He's trying to run it off. As there's a miss, a rare miss so far by Brandon, and Grayson's off and running. And play gets called out from the Viking bench by Coach Montgomery. See what they run. There's a dribble, a screen, and nothing there. Gringy looking for somewhere to go with it. Grayson's gonna have to make something happen. 3 on the shot clock, reverse lay-in, and it's good. Use the rim for protection from the taller defender. And he's gone on his own little run here to keep the Vikings within striking distance. Definitely a good spurt from Grayson off the bench here. And a little bit of energy from Valley City on defense, and a miss. Shot no good that time by Batty. And now Grayson with it again. He's gonna drive once again. Left-handed layup this time, and he gets it to go. More of a scoop shot than a layup. Tough shot for sure. He just bursted by the defender. Brings the Vikings within 11. Getting ready to check back in will be Makaria. Three from the corner, and that one's good. It'll be a 2. Just inside the line that time. Three corner short, bounces high off the rim. Rebound brought in that time by McDonald. And getting all the way to the basket, but missing the shot. It was contested well by the Vikings, but that was Ampofo. Nice pass. The shot's going to be blocked. There's Dennis who blocked the shot.
Number 13, Blake Lewis. And for the Vikings, number 4, Brandon Bunsaria.
Vikings get it in. Gringy looking for help. Gets it to Lineman, who's driving toward the basket. A lot of contact, and he gets it to go up and in. High arcing pass. Allowed the defense to close in on the shooter, but a dribble. And that attempt goes in and out that time. And then there's going to be a foul underneath the basket, I believe, on McDonald.
His first 14th foul. And for the Vikings, number 22, Harris Stanfield.
A few substitutions for the Vikings. It'll be, for sure, Stanfield just came in, as he'll be inbounding the basketball. I believe Jerome Washington is coming to the game as well. A few substitutions for the Bobcats, too, as Ian Simbagasana comes in, 6'5" guard, also out of Quebec. Some more pressure, easily broken with a screen as Lawson gets it over the half-court line. So a few new faces into the game for both teams. It's been an interestingly paced game. Valley City feels like they've had the time of possession. Not that that's necessarily an important statistic in the game of basketball, but they've just been running things in the half-court more as Lawson turns that one over. And when the Bobcats get it, they're trying to go quick. They want the ball, they want an open shot, and they want to take it. And there's a step-back 3 from the corner. McDonald unable to get it. Offensive rebound kicks out. Here's Batty. McDonald coming down the lane, a little bit of contact, but he's just moving with too much momentum, and he lays it up and in, finger roll. Give him 2 more. And hot off of the basket at the other end. That foul will be committed by Olang. So Grayson with that last shot he made now has 8 points after not starting the game. So he's been a big burst. He's got over half of the Vikings points. And new face into the game. A lot of contact down low. He can't get it to go. Back-to-back missed shots. Barely grazing the rim. Blake Magnuson and Gasana got shots off there. Only one of which hit the rim. 3-pointer from the wing. No good that time. Offensive rebound, but just can't get the putback to go as Lyman came soaring through. And Batty all the way to the rack. Up and in. Lawson drives, looking for help. He gets stuck, but a nice up and under move again. Just a little bit too firm off the glass. Man, has Brandon just been coming down the floor with so much pace. There's another 3 from the corner. That's Gasana. 30-14. The Bobcats lead. Surely they can't hold this pace, but man, are they scoring at a high rate. On pace to score around 60 points this half. After contact, he recollected it and just left the shot a little bit short. That was Ladarius Stanfield. Then it looks like he was able to get down and draw a foul down by the baseline. We're gonna have a media timeout called, the under 10. So we'll step away. Brandon University leading your Vikings 30-14 here at the Bubble. We'll be right back.
Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. We've already given out more than $75,000 to students in North Dakota this year. Let us help you become the next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
We're back, 9:31 remaining here in this first half. Poked away, but possession retained by Macaria. He'll back down to defender now. He's got the size advantage, but the double team comes through right before the shot as Blake Magnuson stepped over, helped contest it. I don't think the shot hit anything. And maybe just tried to do a little bit too much there to Magnuson. He tried to hit the step around Euro step from about 14 feet out and hit a pass. Just a little bit too much. Great drive and fine. Lay-in made easy that time for Ladarius Stanfield. Three from the corner, highly contested. That's just a heck of a shot. You can't ask for much better defense that time. In the face, Jerome Washington was just able to get it up and over the hand. High arcing three from the corner. And it was nothing but net. Bobcats lead back to 17. Rickard drive, kicks to the corner. Macaria found nothing. And three gets the friendly roll that time. The man did the Vikings need it. Jerome Washington gets credit for the 3 points. It hit the rim and the glass. Doesn't happen very often. And that one not close that time from Magnuson. Cross-court pass. Washington going to take it again. Three. Got it. 6 quick points. So Washington, the junior guard from Andover, Kansas, having a big impact here in the last minute. Helped the Vikings get within 11. Shot no good from around the free throw line. Deo had the look. Couldn't get it to go, it was too long. And now a mid-range jumper, no good that time either. But Stanfield's miss, looks like he hit off of, nope, hit off of Viking. Shot clock was a little slow to reset, so thought maybe it stayed with the Vikings. So the Bobcats with the ball. And without the ball, turnover. Tried to get going a little bit too quick when he looked up and saw the defender there. Hamburger just lost it. Vikings with the ball. They were just down by 17. Now it's 11, and Rickard and 1. Contact up off the glass, just strong enough to fight through it. And he'll head to the line. Chance at a three-point play the hard way. And Rickard gets the free throw to go. So Vikings very quickly cutting this deficit more than in half. They've got it to an 8-point game. 3 hoisted from the wing. No good that time. Rickard skies for the rebound. And the Vikings are definitely trying to play quicker here. Early in the game, it was a lot of slow half-court motions. And another 3 from Washington. He's hit his last 3 attempts from behind the arc. And it's a 5-point game. And that one's easy. Good find, but Winters just all alone down by the basket. Had a baseline cut from the corner, and nobody picked him up. Gringy hook shot, no good. Offensive rebound, good positioning, and the tip in. That was Lyman, and then Gringy takes it away in the backcourt, and 1! He's fouled, and he'll head to the line for another chance at a 3-point play for the Vikings. And man, is this deficit closed in a hurry. Just less than 4 minutes ago, this looked like the Bobcats were going to have a large lead as we headed into halftime. And now the Vikings and Gringy are at the line to try and cut this to 1, or to 2, excuse me. And Grindy gets it. So a nice steal and bucket and free throw from Caden Grindy. Brandon's got to try and get moving in the right direction again. That shot was tipped, saved, and a good adjustment in the air. That was Ampofo. Gets the bucket. A good job of not giving up on the play either. He could have been defeated after having his 3-point attempt blocked. Instead, he sees his teammate get the rebound, and he cuts in and gets the lay-in, and there's Rickard. He's going to be fouled again. This time he can't get it to go. It's a tough shot. He's going to head to the line for 2. And they'll get the first. He knocks them both down. So Rickard brings the Vikings back within 2. And we'll see what the next swing in this game is. Basketball is a game of momentum swings and of runs, and just never know what's going to come next. Both teams have had some huge runs in this game, that's for sure. As Dominique Dennis knocks down the mid-range jumper. He hit that one in rhythm. It was easy for him. Blocking foul far from the basket that time on Gasana. And now in the bonus, the Vikings will have a 1-and-1 here. Grindy at the line. First one is long, no good. Rebound fought for and grabbed. And then he stepped out of bounds, but that was a great effort by Ladarius Stanfield. 6'6" forward, junior out of Sacramento, California. Anytime you can get an offensive rebound on a free throw attempt, that's a high effort play, and just didn't quite work out for him. Once again, wide open under the basket was Max Winters, but the pass was just way offline. So a bit of a fortuitous turnover for the Vikings. They got to cover that. That was twice in this half. But they will take it. They've got the ball down by 4. In a game where it did not look like they'd be within 4 in this first half. They've gone on a bit of a run here, and there's a nice fall away shot. I would say fadeaway, but he truly was falling. turning around away from the defender. So another 2 for Grindy. Batty, great job to keep that in bounds. It was a high pass. And it looks like the defender was maybe just into the restricted area. Because there's definitely movement and a bit of a push-off, but it looked like the official pointed at the ground, indicating that the Viking defender was indeed in the restricted area underneath the basket. And McDonald, step back, fadeaway 3, and he's fouled. This time he can't get it to go. But that is the second foul committed against a 3-point shooter by the Vikings. That time it'll be Grindy who picks up the personal. And McDonald leaves his first one short. He's played a lot of minutes. He'll be tired, heading towards the end of the half here. Second shot of 3 good. So a tale of 2 halves within 1 half. Brandon jumped way out in front. Valley City has cut it down. Who did that come off of last? We'll stay with the Vikings. It definitely tipped off the Brandon defender, and then you just couldn't tell if Valley City player in the corner got his hands out of the way or not. You have that initial reaction to just go up and catch it, but you want to get out of the way if it's going to be your ball and you don't know if you're going to catch it on its way to the sideline. 8 on the shot clock. Caria loses the handle, kicks it out. 3, well, long, but getting his own rebound, putting it up and in, and missing the second attempt as well was Stanfield, but Lyman got it back. Another rebound underneath, and it's going to stay with Valley City. I think they had 4 opportunities there, all a little bit out of control, but high effort plays to get the ball back each time. Rickard will take it from the baseline into Washington. Washington crossover, step back 3. If he gets that, he is on fire, and he is. Vikings within 1. Batty short, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, and misses from just about 2 feet away, and he can't believe it. Vikings with a chance to take the lead here after as crazy as this has been. Not only has it been a tale of 2 halves, but a tale of 2 just completely different styles of play as Rickard knocks that down, and somehow after all this, Valley City leading 42-41. Can the Bobcats respond? They can. Nice little open jumper from the free throw line. Just a result of beating the press there. Led to an easy shot for the Bobcats. So we'll have a 30-second timeout. Bobcats lead by 1 after the shot from Deo. And we'll be right back. Stanfield gets it in. Press quickly disappears. And we're going to do a half-court set again for the Vikings. We were talking about the contradictory styles of play. Brandon has attempted 15 three-pointers already. That is the 11th for the Vikings, but they didn't take as many early on. It feels like half of them have been attempted by Washington, as Rickard missed that one. And a lot of contact, and that'll be a blocking foul. The argument there would have just been that the ball handler, Travis Hamburger, was just kind of out of control. I'm not even sure he had the ball anymore. It was almost a loose ball foul. But Valley City dominating the offensive glass. They've got 10 offensive rebounds already. And with that, Brandon shooting 10% higher than Valley City from the field is a great steal by Stanfield. Valley City looking to retake the lead here. They're shooting 10% better, but only lead by 1 due to the way that the Vikings have been able to work the offensive glass. Macaria looking for something, anything, and he turns it over. Went for the cross-court pass to Washington. Dale all the way to the basket. Was he fouled? Nope, all ball. But it'll stay with the Bobcats. That was a great job, I believe, though, from Washington to just stop the fast break, slap the ball out of bounds. Had to be accurate with the swipe, and he was. It's a foul 9 times out of 10, and Washington avoided that foul. 3 from the corner, and that one's good that time from Hamburger, who we have not seen for all of this half. Came out a little bit early. And a turnover in the backcourt. Shot missed, and then a foul committed, and that's just sloppy by Dennis. He had the trailer right behind him. All he had to do was give the ball up. Instead, he got stopped. Had to shoot a contested layup, missed it, and committed his own foul. So what should have been a sloppy giveaway and an easy 2 for Brandon results in no points. Valley City at the line. Lawson's first attempt is no good. It'll be interesting. I don't know what you tell I know what Valley City should be talking about in the locker room. I mean, it's a positive that they've clawed themselves back into this game, but if you're Brandon, it's an interesting one. They've played a good half. They're ahead by 3 so far. We'll see how it ends, but it's been high scoring. It's the way they want to play. They've scored a lot of points, but man, they were up by a lot in this game, and now the lead is 3. Batty, ball fake. I think that's a 2. It is a 2. His foot was on the line after the fake. And we knew Batty could score coming into this one. He averaged 13 a game last year. It's a high-scoring offense. They had multiple scorers, scoring 19 or more per game last year, did the Bobcats. Washington contested 3, didn't get that one, but you got to heat check a little bit, right? He gets another one, doesn't get that one. Foul called that time on Brett Limke. 6-foot sophomore guard out of West Fargo. Was on the floor, but Brandon now in the bonus. Not everybody on the court realized that. They were trying to run an inbounds play. Just a 7th foul for the Vikings, so first opportunity to be in the bonuses. Batty at the line, front end of the 1-on-1 is no good, and Lawson collects the rebound, long rebound. Good job to collect it. He had Dale right in front of him. Lawson drives, flips it up. Great shot. Took a lot of touch. Then Brandon working quick. Valley City doing a great job to get back. Batty very close to walking. Valley City definitely wanted the call. Really close. Not sure if that last foot came down, but McDonald does convert the 2-point attempt. 5-point game now. Lawson going wild at the rim there, and really acrobatic shot up and through the contact. We got 5 seconds left in the half. Batty driving. Step back. Got it at the buzzer. Nice shot. Hung in the air. get it off as well. So we'll head to the break. Brandon 52, Valley City 47, and we'll be back after half.
Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. We've already given out more than $75,000 to students in North Dakota this year. Let us help you become the next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
Well, welcome back here for the second half of play as the clock ticks down and the buzzer gets set to go off here to tell us that we're about to play the second half of this contest. Brandon leads 52-47 as we get ready for the start here. They will also begin with the basketball. Valley City State dominated in the paint and in bench scoring last half, 26-12. They outscored Brandon in the paint as there's a turnover. Oleng takes it, leaves it for Washington. He's covered, but they find Rickard at the top of the arc. And he kicks it off with a bang here in the second half for the Vikings. Corner three, good that time. So able to respond are the Bobcats. Gasana, or excuse me, and Pofo with the three from the corner. Washington drive to the basket. It's a good move to blow by the defenders. He's on the court to start this half, which was not the case last half, but that time easily through the lane and laying it up and in with the left hand is Dominique Dennis. So both teams trading baskets here on the first two possessions apiece since that turnover. And just left a little bit short that time. Open three from Grindy, just couldn't get it to go. Batty somehow dribbled through the first two guys without control of the basketball, but loses it before the third. And the turnover leads to a score that time from Grindy. He puts it in for two. It was Lyman who got credit for the steal in that last possession, his second steal of the contest. And Dennis, three, no good. Rebound collected by Deo. He bobbled it for a second, but was able to collect it. He was just all alone down there, rebounding position, and Dennis threw it to nobody. Threw it to the block thinking that there was going to be a cutter there. And there was just not. The Vikings have it. So very similar to where we were at with about 5 minutes left in the first half. Brandon is shooting 10% better, over 10% better than the Vikings from the field. But as Rickard hoists up a three from the wing, and he got it, a deep one, about 5 feet behind the line. Deep enough that the defender was not ready to contest it. He got it off quick. And we are tied. I believe that's our first tie since the 0-0 mark. McDonald, three, top of the arc, and he got it. Left alone, buried it. Lyman draws the blocking foul, and he'll go to the line for two. Batty upset about it, but I mean, he was moving. And Lyman leaves the first attempt short. So as we were saying just a moment ago, Bobcats shooting 10% better from the field, but they're being out-rebounded on the offensive glass significantly. Valley City with 11 offensive rebounds. Three, corner, no good. Collected that time by Grindy, and he's running out quickly, trailing by two. Vikings trying to move quick. Lyman with it, nowhere to go, gets it to a running Rickard, uses his downhill momentum towards the basket, can't get it to go, almost forces a turnover. Three, and Pofo from the corner, no good. Rebound collected by Batty, and he'll just take it out. Reset. Shot fake from Ampofo. He gets in deep right in front of the basket. He got it to go, but the foul's going to be called on the floor. Kind of a soft foul call as well. Not a lot of contact. And Coach Gil Chung over there actually confused at why the basket didn't count. Foul was called on the floor, and Pofo with it now. Driving, kicks it out. Batty now driving, reverse lay-in. No good, left it short, and then McDonald came in and ran over Lyman. And he's visibly frustrated with that foul. No argument, just it's very where he did it. And the pressure quickly dissolves. It's a one-man press. And 3 attempt from Washington, and he got it. There was a play called out. I don't know if that was the play or that was just open and Washington was confident. And he popped it, and he hit it. And the Vikings up by 1 here early in the second half. A 61-60 contest, very high scoring. And McDonald all alone turns around and surprised to see it. He thought he was contested. He faded away. He made it, though. So Bobcats lead by 1. A lot of contact over here by the sideline. Foul committed right in front of the bench on Rickard. And they're running the same play as last time, I believe, as yes, Washington is going to cut out, but they ran it a different way. Going with the other option was Rickard, but he gets called for the push-off. Oh, nope, it's going to be a moving screen on Lyman. I was about to say, it's a little bit of a soft push-off call. Moving screen on Lyman. Good ball movement leads to a 3 for the corner. No good by Ampofo, but McDonald collects it on the offensive glass. Everything just moves so quickly for the Bobcats, but sometimes it leads to some problems and some turnovers. Other times it leads to an open shot. And that time it led to an open shot. Easy lay-in for Travis Emberger at the end of all that. About 4 near turnovers, but Brandon able to just keep the ball long enough until all that crazy motion led to an easy layup. And Stanley turns it over. Batty to the rack, and he puts it up and in. He was maybe thinking about the dunk for a quick second, but Rickard came in and showed a flash of defense as he sprinted by. Fortunately, missed time to sprint. Led to an easy 2 for Batty. Grindy leaning in, no good, gets his own offensive rebound. So one advantage to that forward leaning shot there. Was able to cut right into rebounding position past the defender that was contesting a shot. Batty leaves that one too strong. And Washington just misses the runner. Got himself an easy look, just couldn't hit it, left it long. McDonald, 3, top of the arc. No good, but the putback attempt is good by John Deo. Brandon leading by 5. Fade away, no good. It's a shot Valley City has not settled for many times. Ladarius Stanley keeps that in, and a dunk by Lyman. Ladarius Stanfield with the tip, the save, and the assist, and another turnover in the backcourt. Grindy to Stanfield, and another dunk. Back-to-back possessions. Turnovers forced by the Vikings, and both slammed home, the most recent by Stanfield. High effort plays from, as the corner three is missed from Ladarius Stanfield, and he's tired, and rightfully so, asking for a sub, but definitely high effort plays from him, really turning the tide in this game, cutting the Brandon lead to 1, as that one turned over by the Vikings. Batty driving, well blocked by who other than Stanfield. Tired, but not too tired to block the shot, and then Washington, the runner on the other end, and the Vikings take the lead back. That field goal percentage getting tighter and tighter between the teams. And a travel before the shot went in. Batty hit the shot, but he walked before it. And Washington leading all scores for the, or leading all Viking scores with 19. Rickard with 13 and Grayson with 13. Grayson collected most of those points early in the first half, as he was really the only spark of offense there that kept the Vikings, honestly, from being down by about 25 points early in the game. He just kept them just close enough until they were able to go on a run. And a big line change for the Bobcats here. They play so fast, they really have to rotate players that way. Lawson fouled. Foul will be called on Malik Lewis, 5'9" guard from Montreal, Quebec. Valley City State with the ball, leading by 1. If somebody would have told me that after 5 minutes, I'd have called them a liar, but here we are. Grindy, turnaround in the post. Got it. It's uncontested because he just took it before anybody expected him to. No move. I'm just going to go up and put this in over you. And good, strong finish in the post by Blake Magnuson. The assist will go to Malik Lewis. Magnuson, the 6'8" forward from Gimli, Manitoba. And fight for the rebound underneath the basket. Somebody was out of bounds, but who was it? And it's Macaria. It's going to be called out of bounds. But a high effort play from him as well. The Vikings fighting this half, that's for sure. And 71-70. So I'm not a betting man, but if you took the over, good for you. And Lewis pocket picked, but he somehow holds onto the ball. Corner three, no good. Defensive rebound collected by Macaria. That was Magnuson who soared in for it. Good job by Macaria to hold on to the ball. And that one's tipped. It's going to stay with the Vikings. Lawson driving, nice, in between 2 defenders. The help defense was late, but it was a great drive by Lawson. Lewis, air ball. Took it from behind the backboard. It was a tough look. And honestly, this is Valley City State's chance to go on a run here. They've got their top scorers so far tonight in the game, as that one's missed by Lawson. And Brandon, as that one's well saved by Deo, and then he's tripped up. I don't know if the foul was on Grindy or Macaria. I couldn't tell whose foot got him. I think it was Grindy. It was. Incidental contact, but a foul nonetheless. But this is kind of the second unit for the Bobcats, and I'm sure they're trying to time this up so that their starters can come in and play pretty much the rest of the game and the end of it. So if you're the Vikings, you got to take advantage of these rotations and go on a run here. Really, really go a long way to helping you ice this one in the end in a lot easier fashion than you've had to do so far. Good defense that time leads to the turnover again, and there's going to be a foul called in the backcourt. So the dunk miss by Olang does not count. Foul called on Magnuson. At the end of the day, a really good clear path, but not clear path foul is the way I would put it. The unintentional, intentional foul. And we will have the under 10 media break. Vikings lead Smith.
Hey college students, are you looking for a part-time job that works around your schedule, pays well, and gives you free money for college every year? McDonald's offers all of it. We can work around your schedule, and we give $2,500 scholarships to everyone who works for 3 months and averages 15 hours per week. That's 2 full shifts a week or 3 shifts of 5 hours. It's that easy. We've already given out more than $75,000 to students in North Dakota this year. Let us help you become the next scholarship recipient. Come join our team. Text ND29 to 38000 to apply today.
You live life on the move. While you determine what direction that may be, we're here to help along the way. So go. Go with values. Go with friends. Go with support. Go with convenience.
And we're back at the bubble, Osmond Fieldhouse here on the VCSU campus. Second contest of the year for your men's basketball Vikings. They lead by 3, does VCSU, here with just over 9.5 to play. It's been a crazy contest, as that's going to be a block. Or they're going to talk about it. Okay, it's going to be a block call on the floor, so it's going to be an inbound play. So the Bobcats of Brandon University jumped out to a huge lead, up to around 20. The Vikings came storming back, and now they lead. It's been good defense and points off turnovers here in this half, and there's a 3 from Odier Olang, top of the arc, to extend the Viking lead to 6. And the Bobcats really sticking to their rotations. They've still got this bench rotation in the game, as there's a 3 from the corner knocked down by Blake Magnuson. And moving screen. So Lang whistled for the illegal screen, about 5 feet outside the 3-point line. That'll give the ball back to Brandon. And Pofo checks back in. So it was Rickard. And Pofo hesitates, doesn't take the 3, takes a step in instead. Hits the open mid-range jumper. 1-point game. Olang thinking about it. Magnuson's long arms right in his face though, so he passed it up. He's got it back in the key. No good. The fadeaway one-handed shot was no good, and now the Bobcats back to their style of offense, moving quick. Another 3 for Magnuson. Got it. Way outside. So after missing several earlier in the game, Magnuson has hit on back-to-back 3s. It's a high arcing shot from the big man. Brandon leads by 2, just over 8 minutes to go. Rickard will pull up, top of the arc. He had been the hot hand, but he can't get that one to go. Dennis down with the rebound. Facing pressure. He's able to just hold off Macaria on his way down the court. And now nice cut, but the layup missed. Good pass. Deo was wide open, just couldn't finish it. And that's life for the Vikings as they still have a chance to tie it here, and Olang does. That could end up being a really big miss even with this much time left. Magnuson hits another one. 3 straight triples for the big man out of Manitoba. And foul called on the floor. Foul be called on Magnuson. He'll check out after knocking down 3 consecutive triples. There was a missed layup in there, but for his stat line, his last 3 shots have all gone in, and they've been big ones. Brandon's back up by 3 here. And Olang hits the first one. And he knocks down the second. And he'll come out. Lyman checks in. Batty comes in. We've been blessed with a good one so far. Bobcats lead by 1 with the ball, and not only do they lead by 1, it's 81 to 80. That one's batted out. Stay with Brandon. So we played 33 minutes in full. We'll be right back after this full timeout called by Coach Chang. And we'll be back at the bubble. Vikings trailing by 1, 7 minutes to go. Welcome back to this extremely high-scoring contest between Brandon University Bobcats and the Vikings. As there's a drive, left-handed lay-in off the glass. Good drive that time from Hamburger. And Rickard has it. Rickard drive, throws it up. Kind of a scoop shot, but I think he was being held. He's going to get the credit for being held at least, as he's going to be fouled and head to the line for 2. And he'll get the first. Second is good. Rolls around and in. Brandon with the ball, leading by 1. High pass, and Batty can't keep it in. It's kind of an unnecessary pass all the way across the court. Had a man open right next to him on the wing. So 165 points scored in this game. Still over 6 minutes to play. Fun basketball to watch, that's for sure. As Grindy hits the fadeaway from the baseline. And those 2 points will put the Vikings back on top. It's been sloppy at times, sure. It's early in the season. Both teams have had some turnovers, and there was almost another one. Stanfield got up for that one and tipped it. Shot, mid-range, well long. Rebound collected by Stanfield. And Rickard double-teamed, quickly double-teamed, but that dissolved. 3 goes in and out from Grindy. Now Batty driving, kicks it out to the shooter, and a block called underneath the basket. Beyond Rickard. His 3rd personal, 5.5 minutes to go. It was late. It was late contact. Everybody had already turned to look at the pass. And very quick give and go off the inbound. A nicely run play, but McDonald blocked. No, he's fouled. Man, it didn't look like it. Foul called on Lyman. That's also his 3rd, so still 5 minutes to go. 3 isn't a worry, but when you got a few guys at 3 fouls, you got to start to watch for it. So McDonald hits the first. That'll tie the game. And the second one missed, so 1 point scored out of the 2 possible at the line there. The forward from Perth, Australia. Grindy drives, swatted from behind by Dennis. And the ball's going to stay with VCSU. Stanfield almost banked it in, and then an unnecessary pat. He thought he was getting contested for that rebound, but it works out. McDonald tips it, keeps it, and a lot of passing. Some good looks, passed up. On for a great look. I can't really argue with the offense there. Brandon back up by 2. Rickard all the way down the floor, and he's fouled. At the last possible moment, it looked like he was going to be broken through, but Hamburger kind of reached out and grabbed him. So that'll send Rickard to the line. First attempt is good. Rickard continues to shoot well from the line tonight. So Rickard 6 for 6 from the stripe tonight. 7th shot is good. 7 for 7 for the young man from Fargo, North Dakota, junior guard. That ties it up, 86-86 here. 4.5 to play. Another unconventional pass all the way across the court. It gets through. Good baseline cut. Really good baseline cut by Deo. He gets the ball and puts it up and in. Pass and cut. Simplest form of basketball. But just still so effective. Lyman rolling to the basket, got it to go and one. Kind of a late whistle, but definitely a foul, a lot of contact. I'm just amazed he was able to get that to go in. Not only that he was able to get that to go in, but that went in after where it hit on the glass. Impressive finish. Lyman with the free throw attempt here to take the lead, and he leaves it short. But collected underneath by Stanfield, and he puts it up and in. For Mr. Hustle tonight, made some huge plays. Vikings lead by 2, 3:43 on the clock here. Batty driving, and Pofo, 3 from the corner, no good. Kept in by Lyman. And it scared me, I thought he was limping for a second there, but he's all right. Huge possession for both teams here. VCSU can stretch what's been a 1-possession game to a tie game for about the last 4 minutes here. They can stretch it to a 2-possession game. Instead, they turn it over. Steal from Dennis. A good job to bat the ball up to himself. Now he's dribbling. Driving, kicks it, pass to the corner, and Pofo got that one. And I'll put Brandon up by 1. Grindy thinking about it. Washington, they are not giving Washington any room to shoot. 3 from Grindy, no good. Rebound collected by Batty. Batty pulls it, no good from the wing. He honestly was open because they've just so consistently passed up that wing 3 for the corner 3 over the last 5 minutes. And the defender cheated to the corner once Batty got the ball, and Batty got off an open look. He just missed it. Timeout called with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Not sure if it's a full or a 30. Looks like it's going to be a full. So Bobcats lead 91-90, just over 2 minutes left. Vikings with the ball at the Fieldhouse when we come back. And Rickard with the ball up at the Viking head at half court. Very similar to the play that the Vikings ran earlier in the game, but kind of a different one at the same time. As Rickard pulls it, no good, and ball's gonna stay down here. Shot clock should reset. That ball hit the rim. It says 2 seconds. And it's up to 20. Yeah, that play was run earlier in the game where Washington cut out to the wing and got a 3-pointer off. He hit it earlier in the game, and this time he ran the same one, but it was doubled up. Has a nice basket there. Actually couldn't, it was kind of blocked by where the coach was standing from our angle, so I'll have to get to you who scored that here in just a second. And both of those were kind of blocked, so I'll get you the exact details on who scored them. But bottom line, ran it up by 1. Last basket was scored by Batty. And the points before that were scored by Stanfield. And that one just rolls in and out on the attempt from Lyman. Then Stanfield missed. Third attempt blocked for Lyman. And Washington gets it. 3 from the wing, and he hit it. A broken play off of the third offensive rebound, but man, they have owned the offensive glass all night of the Vikings. And it really paid off there, just keeping plays alive. Three, Batty from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound, wow, collected by Hamburger. And then the finish through the contact from Ampofo. So offensive rebounds helping both teams there as we got 34 seconds to go in a tie game. Both teams should get one more possession. The shot clock differential is 8 seconds. The Vikings are going to take a timeout. And they'll take it out from right in front of their bench and head coach Ryan Montgomery when we come back. But 30 seconds left to play at Osmond Fieldhouse. 95-95 is our score. Well, here we go. 30 seconds left on the game clock, 22 seconds left in the shot clock. So barring an offensive rebound or a foul on the defense, both teams should get a chance here. And we'll see what happens. Ricker with the ball. Washington has been the hot hand tonight, is out. Dumps it into Grindy. Grindy, turnaround, no good. Rebound collected by Batty, and now 13 seconds left. Bobcats gonna wind it down for one look in a tie game. Drive, kick, McDonald for 3, he got it! But a charge called underneath the basket. That's gotta hurt. Raker stepping in to take the contact, and he's shaken up by it, but it was worth it. That would have been a potentially game-winning 3 with 1.5 seconds on the clock. It was nothing but net from the corner by McDonald, but instead, the charge called that time. The offensive foul is going to go against Dominique Dennis, and we're going to have another timeout. 95-all is still the score. 1.5 seconds left. The ball is going to be the Vikings underneath the basket, I believe, over there, and so they'll have to go the length of the court to tie it. But you know, it could be, you gotta be careful here because you also don't want to turn it over at half court and give up the potential game-winning shot. So this will be an interesting one to see what they do here. But man, that's a tough break. It was definitely a charge, there's no question. But and McDonald, with ice in his veins, hits the 3 from the corner. Could have been the game winner. Instead, they're just trying to fight for their lives to make sure that they keep this game tied and go to overtime. So we will be back momentarily for what could be the final play of the game or could be the final play of regulation. 0.5 seconds. And they get into Rickard. Rickard, 3. No good from half court. And we'll head to overtime, 95-95 at the end of regulation. Very eventful ending to the game in regulation. And we'll see if it's eventful as we go to OT. So we'll have a very short pause here, and we'll be back for the 5-minute overtime period.
Fans, come on and cheer the Viking volleyball team in its home finale this weekend. VCSU hosts Dakota State tonight at 6 p.m. and Bellevue on Saturday at 11 p.m. That's Viking volleyball this weekend at Gratian Gymnasium. And Viking basketball will be hosting its first doubleheader of the season against University of Minnesota Morris next Wednesday, November 1st. The Viking women tip off at 5:30 and the men follow at 7:30 next Wednesday right here at the home.
And we're back for overtime. Always fun to have a second tip in a college game. Jack McDonald leading the scoring for Brandon with 20. And Jerome Washington leading for the Vikings with 22. And Stanfield gets up, wins a tip. And Rickard will bring it up to start overtime. Lyman, good defense. He throws it away, but I thought that was really good defense that time. I believe it was either Batty or Dennis that was in there, but they just stood their ground. Hands up, stood their ground, and it's their ball. Shot fake drive, dump into the lane. Nice basketball. Nice offensive basketball that time. That T gets the finger roll. Stanfield, fadeaway, no good, off the back iron. 4 minutes to go left in overtime. And broken play, almost turns it over, but instead able to regain control. Ball played into McDonald, who lays it in, and that's not the first time we've seen an almost turnover turn into an easy basket. It's just, one thing I will say is, it's chaotic, it's sloppy at times. As Stanfield able to put that one in for 2 through some contact. He wanted to foul. But while the play can be sloppy at times and definitely chaotic and fast, they're used to playing at a chaotic pace. Like Brandon is good at it, is the way that I would put it. They just play fast all the time, so when things get sped up on them or the play gets broken, that's when they're at their best. Batty fadeaway, but did he travel? Yes, he hit it, but traveling. That's the second time he's done that tonight. Second time he's looked around with his hands up after it too, but there's a lot of feet down there. I couldn't tell you if he actually traveled or not, but that's the second basket he's had wiped off. And I will say the coaching staff and the bench for Brandon has not been animated very much tonight, but they were not happy about that one. A lot of contact, shot left short. Rickard didn't get it initially, but Lyman came in with another offensive rebound. He's been all over the offensive glass tonight. Collected it, put it up and in, and got the foul. 13 rebounds, 6 of them offensive tonight for Lyman, and that one just as big as any other he's had in the contest. It ties the game at 99 with just over 3 minutes to go in overtime, and he unfortunately misses the free throw, though. Well, almost saved by Stanfield, but he threw it off the back of the backboard. Tie game, 99 all. It's been a very crazy game. McDonald dribbles backwards a step to take the three, and he's left wide open, and he knocks it down. Ricker, high rebound taken by Lyman. He loses it. Hope he's all right. It looked like he might have came down on a foot. I think he's all right. Three from the corner, rims out, and that's a big miss for the Vikings. That would have made it tough. Then an offensive foul, or a loose ball foul, committed on the rebound. Foul called on McDonald. That is his 4th. That's a big one. He's got 25 points tonight. On that last three, got him to 25. The three was assisted by Hamburger. Lyman to the line for 2 because it was a loose ball foul, not an offensive foul. And he gets that one. See if they can help him find the stroke a little bit from the charity stripe. Struggled a little bit tonight. Man, has he been good on the glass. And he got the second. 2 big free throws. And that's big. That shot just rimmed out for Brandon on that corner 3. Could have been a 6-point game instead. It rims out. Loose ball foul. Lyman hits the free throws, and it's a 1-point game. That pass just skates through, and it was tipped around. The ultimate call at the end is going to keep the ball here with Brandon. 17 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:01 in the game. Brandon still holding that 10% lead in the field goal percentage category. And Valley City State just owning the offensive glass. As I don't know what that was. Travel, loose ball thrown up. It almost went in though from Deo there, or actually his Hamburger there. And it missed. Valley City with the ball, down by 1, 1:40 to go. Ricker has it. Almost runs into the screen in a bad way, but he's able to hold on to it. Stanfield fadeaway again. Hadn't hit it, and I don't think that's the shot that the Vikings are looking for there. So early in the shot clock. Batty, 3 from the wing, got it. 4-point lead with 1:15 to go. 105 to 101. And that's just a crazy game. 206 total points in this game, and only 4 points separate them. That's Washington looking for help, gets to Stanfield. Stanfield takes it himself, just misses, but Lyman's there again. Gets the tip that goes to Stanfield, and then a charge called on Stanfield. And Popo drew it, gave up his body, drew the contact. He's hurting. But a really good draw of that charge. Good defensive play. Brandon will have the ball, up by 4 with 51 seconds to go in overtime here at VCSU, and we'll be back after this timeout. There's for sure going to be some pressure here. But Brandon able to break it. And they now have the ball in the half court, up by 4. There's a 20-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. But there's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Olang. So Ampofo will head to the line. He'll shoot 2. 4-point lead. 1-1. First one. Got it. Extended lead to 5, and it is. There was some noise in here. It's kind of dead silent with the recent run by Brandon. It's kind of taking the energy out of the building as the second shot goes for Ampofo. 6-point game. Rickard gets the ball down as quick as he can. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound collected though by the Vikings. Washington step back 3, fade away, no good. Didn't hit anything, so it led to an offensive rebound. And Stanfield gets in near the hoop, puts it up and in. 4-point game, 22 seconds left. And they threw it into the corner, but no trap attempt, just an immediate foul. It'll be Dominique Dennis headed to the line. Dennis has been to the line once tonight. He connected on 1 of 2. He's got a 1-on-1 here, and this is a big one. Front end is huge here. And he missed it. Rebound collected by Grindy. Vikings could take a 2 or a 3 here. 3 would make it a for sure 1-possession game. 3, Washington from way out there, no good. Batty gets the rebound, but he can't hold on to it. A little bit of a bump from Stanfield. Lost it out of bounds. Corner 3, through some contact, no good. Rebound collected by Batty, and he's fouled. He'll head to the line. And first one is good. Second one from Batty, rims out. Still a 5-point game. Not much time left though. 2 seconds, 3 attempted, no good. And that last putback, I don't believe will count. So Brandon University, after losing yesterday here in Valley City, is able to take this game, and it was a battle. 108 to 105 victory for the Bobcats. It took overtime, and it took a tight score in overtime. It looks like they did count the basket as the final score reads 108 to 105. Leading scorers, McDonald finished with 25. Batty finished with 22. And Ampofo finished with 17 in an extremely high-scoring night for the offense. And Magnuson chipped in 11 off of the bench as well for Brandon. For VCSU, leading all scorers was Washington with 22. Rickard added in 17, along with 3 assists. Grayson had 15, and Stanfield had 14 to throw in as well. Grindy had 13 points and 7 assists. Lyman had 15 rebounds, including 7 offensive rebounds to go along with 15 points. So he'll turn in a double-double tonight. But all in all, a tough one here for VCSU at home as they dropped to 1-1, but definitely some high points. I mean, they played good offensive basketball. They just got to clean a few things up, and I'm sure Coach Montgomery will be able to do that for them. So once again, 108-105 the final for the Brandon University Bobcats here. They get the victory in the second day of the series, as you don't usually use that term in basketball, but they walk away with a split. Valley winning yesterday, Brandon winning today. Once again, 108-105 from Osmond Fieldhouse. Thank you for tuning in.